It's always good to make friends, have bonds, and connect with others, especially when networking in the industry. However, please always be mindful that some people aren't always there for your best intention. Sometimes people like to take advantage of other people because they think of stuff that they may or may not have. And that's when we have to take extra precautions in protecting ourselves. Especially me. I'm a very empathetic, very passionate, very open person. So, jumping into the industry, I knew I had to protect myself, my heart, but while also staying true to myself. Some things that I did, and I still do to this day, I always think and treat others how I would want to be treated. Even if they might not seem like they're in it for the best intentions. There is so much power in the word no. You can always say no to something that doesn't seem quite there, that seems kind of fishy, that seems kind of spammy, or anything along those lines. You can always say no, of course in a polite and professional manner. When conversing with directors or other voice actors or fans or anything like that, always approach it in a professional standpoint, because anything can be screenshotted and posted, just so you know. With AI being so big as it is now, it's always good to watch out for spams, shams, and bamboozles. Some things I practice is that if you get an email that doesn't have what the project is about, if it doesn't have the person's name, if it doesn't have where they're from, if it doesn't have details about the project, ask and see if they have details about it. If they're not sending you any details, if they're not sending you anything like that, that could be a sign that they are not there for your good intentions. They're probably there to scam you, and it's time to run. Another thing that I've noticed that with these scams and shams, sometimes they will ask you to use anything other than PayPal. PayPal is a really good place for distributing and receiving payment. If they do not do PayPal, Cash App is okay. But anything that you can't get your money back or is protected, has protections, I would not go for, such as WhatsApp, or international distributing places that you've never heard of. That is also a big sign, a big no-no, that the project is a no-go. Here's an example of some projects that have reached out to me and regarding they want to work with me. As you can see, there's a lot of missing details. As some directors are still fairly new in the industry, I always tend to give the benefit of the doubt, and I'll ask some questions to see the legitimacy of the project. I'll always ask some questions to see the legitimacy of the project. Such as, what is your project about? Will it be paid or unpaid? When will the project be recording? How much of the project have you finished so far? Like, what part of the project? Is the animation done? Are the storyboards done? Is the art done? Are you doing any type of, or do you have social medias for the project? That's also a big one. Especially with indie creators, we gotta have some type of it's good to see some type of social media to see if they're posting, because marketing is a big thing with making a project out there getting seen, because the more it gets seen, the more people are interested in seeing what it's about. The more people that see that they're interested about, the more the people they get for the project, if that makes any sense. Also, another good thing to look out for is parasocialism. It is a really big thing, especially if you're getting up there with your voice acting career. You will get reached out from fans to family members to voice actors alike. And it's always good to be welcoming and to be honest, friendly, authentic, kind, all that good stuff. But it's also good to have that shield, that guard up, because you never know what someone's intention could truly be. For example, if somebody is saying that you need to do this, you need to do that, if they're rushing you into wanting to respond to them, because as a voice actor, we're very busy people, so sometimes it does take us a while to get to messages that aren't regarding about work. But if you see that this person is messaging you a lot and really getting angry that you're not messaging them back, or they think they know you, they know certain things about you, and you've never even spoke to them in your life, or you only spoke to them a couple times, or if they start, like responding to you on comments, on all of your comments, liking literally all of your things from years ago to now, those are some really big red flags. And it's okay to have those type of fans like that, but that like your stuff. You want people to like your stuff. You want people to share it. You want people to share it and increase exposure. But it's also good to have a relationship that is a fan and friend. It's always good to separate those two. I am still working on this as well, because I've never really had friends growing up, so to have fans and to be professional while still being like not crossing that bridge is super difficult. But I feel super honored and super grateful that to be able to have this problem in the first place. So we do it together. But always feel free to be safe and reassured. And if you ever feel like you're in doubt, maybe ask a friend or two to see what they think about the situation, and before anything else translates or goes crazy. As always, the block button and mute button or restrict button is always available for you. If the person or people are being too much, you can always block them and move on to the next. Don't worry about if for whatever reason they screenshot it and posted on whatever, put something on their socials like, oh, look what this person did. Yes, just let them do their thing and you do yours. You remembered that you stayed professional, you stayed true to yourself, and you did the very best you could with that, and you leave it at that. So that's what I'm learning about parasocialism. As for some things to look out for, friends that you make in the industry, we all love to make friends. Like, it's so fun, at least for me anyways. I love making friends. But it's also good to know that because you are in an industry where making friends is imperative to getting work, so to speak, or networking, it can be difficult and hard and sometimes draining to decipher the friends that are actually there for you and the friends who just want to use you. Some things that I figured out along the way, and some things that I've learned or seen, is that if this person is truly your friend, they would check in on you. Like, they would check in on you, see how you're doing. They wouldn't ask, oh, what role did you get, or try to like make you break your NDAs or whatever. They wouldn't just go to ask how are you and then follow you, and if you follow them they'll post it right away. That's also a big sign that I've seen, where like you'll follow them back and they'll screenshot it and post it and be like, oh, so follow me, and it's just like, oh. Another sign is they don't ask you how, like, if you can get them a role in something, or if you could give them a shout out in something, and you guys literally just met. I feel like it's small things that add up to be big, and it's always good to pay attention to those red flags. It's also good to not overshare everything with your industry friends. As you grow and you hang out, it's always good to like actually see them or speak to them over the phone, or maybe possibly one day, in person, if And you could really see or decipher their mannerisms and things like that, to get like a perspective of if they're really here for you or not, or if they just want to use you. However, there's always a chance with anyone that you meet that they could seem like the most amazing person in the world, and they end up being something that you couldn't even fathom. And that's with anyone that you meet in life. It's always important to stay updated. It's always important to protect yourself and to not overshare, to keep it professional as possible, and until you truly find it's like spicks and little dots of, like a little sprinkle of trust, and you'll gradually see if they use that trust or abuse that trust. So I usually do that with with friends that I have, and I'll see what they'd used with the trust that I give them, if that makes sense. All in all, guys, thank you for listening to part 1 of protecting ourselves in the industry. If you guys have any questions or anything to add to that with your experience or anything like that, feel free to comment down below. I really want to help with any type of scams or shams. I got scammed before from doing an audiobook that they were really good, guys. They were really good. They sent me the email, and they was like, oh, we'll give you this and that, and I was just like, me being like ready to it was they promised industry standard rate, and me needing that money to move and everything. I was just like, yeah, and I wasted a whole bunch of time just doing the recording for the audiobook, and then for it to just not happen because it was a sham. And I could have protected myself with really thinking and knowing these things before it happened, so I didn't have to waste my time. So just like I guess it's just like a I don't know, a warning, not like a warning video, not like a warning video, more like a awareness video on protecting yourself. So I hope this was kind of helpful, kind of. Please ask questions, ask a whole bunch of questions, because more than likely the director would love to answer those questions for you, make you as comfortable as possible, as well as if it's a person or a fan or friend or anything like that. And always, as always, love yourself and stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.